Hello killers and survivors, my name is Klim, and welcome to the second episode of Community Perk Ideas. Hopefully the devs are watching this as well. In which case, just borrow some of the ideas here to get some more broken perks in the game that we need desperately. All jokes aside, today's perks are actually balanced and decent. So, if you haven't checked out the first episode that my butler was hosting, check it out right here, it's in the description. And now, let us discuss and draw these community perk ideas because they're super great. Double crossed. When found in a locker or being pulled away from a totem, pallet, window, chest, or gen, you probably need fucking eyes, not this perk. Get a skill check to push the killer back and stun them for 3.4 seconds with a 20%, 40%, 60% chance to continue working on totems and gens and searching chests with previous progress regained at normal 1.25%, 1.5% speed. First of all, I have one question that I would like to clarify. What? You know what that means, don't you, killer mains? Next time your hex totem is getting violated, you're gonna sneak up on that fuck, grab him from behind, and then, as a reward for being so stealthy, you're gonna eat a fucking decisive. You're gonna sit the fuck down and watch how he finishes your hex totem and then runs to a pallet and teabags, of course. No. I think this perk can actually finally make this killer-sided game balanced. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I totally run this perk, so please implement it. Honestly though, don't you think that killers would just stop pulling people away and slash them up instead? But well, we'll finally see about that when it's in the game, because the devs will probably implement it. Also, what about a perk idea that you can no longer crouch, for example, but when you sprint, you run at 110% speed, or you always sprint? Now, this is a very interesting and amazing perk, but what will happen if we actually implement it? Let's remember that survivors, if they have a 100% running speed, then the hag runs at 110%, which means with this perk, you're gonna be able to outrun the fucking hag. Throughout the whole match, I promise you. If you have a window and a pallet and eyes, you're gonna be able to outrun her. You know, the upcoming pallet nerf desperately calls for this countermeasure. Now, where it gets really interesting is when you stack this perk with hope and complete every generator, because now you're faster than the fucking trapper.
Implement this, devs.
Aren't you curious about that drawback though? No crouch. That's fucking fishy. Does that mean you can't search any chests, you can't do any totems, you can't do any gens? Is that what it means? Because then you'll just be running around the whole match doing absolutely nothing. And if everyone runs this perk, then
You guys are gonna fucking lose.
nah, just kidding. Killer's gonna disconnect. Finally, what I would like to address is this is fucking tier 1, isn't it? The 110%, they're tier fucking 1, aren't they? Now, it sounds like I'm bashing on this perk, but no. As you can see, I made a serious drawing for it, and I love it for its creativity. It's just that it's too fucking strong. Remember the perk analgesic from last time? Now try running these two together. Alright, you better sit down before you listen to this next perk because it will surprise and shock you. HEX, Fallujah. What is special about this perk? You have 1 second. And the answer is, of course, it's a pun on cephalalgia, which is a medical term for headache. Yes, you are right. It's a HEX perk. It's a HEX perk. And why are we excited about a HEX perk? Because you can put all sorts of OP shit into HEX perk and it will be balanced. Now, let's see what it does.
Your hex exerts some evil power that nauseates all the survivors and narrows the lines of sight. The fog completely disappears for you, whereas after each completed generator, the fog gets 5%, 10%, 15% thicker for every survivor, and for as long as the hex totem remains. The aura reading ranges are decreased by 10%, 50%, 100 fucking percent. After each generator repaired, the survivors' screens get blurry.
P.S. Yes, daddy. More me daddy. Alright, just to recap, it removes the fucking fog for you completely if you play killer. Completely. You have no fog. If you play nurse, this is your perk. No more stream sniping, no more murky reagents. Additionally, everyone's fucking blind from the beginning of the match. It's not like in Third Seal, where you have to touch the survivors for them to be blind. They're just blind forever. As if that wasn't enough, the survivors still see the fog, it's just that you don't, but they do. Plus, every time they complete a gen, the fog gets stronger for them, but not for you. Well, hopefully they don't find your hex before they complete the gens. If this becomes meta and you're a survivor dealing with this, better stack small game and double crossed. To sum up, I'm totally fine with this hex perk even when I play survivor. It brutally punishes you for not finding it, and it's a killer with ruin. All in all, I think this is a very decent idea and a balanced hex perk. Well, killers and survivors, we've seen many interesting perks today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give it a like. And of course, as last time, if you have an interesting perk idea that you want me to review,
And draw, of course.
just leave it in the comments. And if you want your profile picture and name to be included, write
Yes, daddy.
I hope to be able to bring you the next one very soon. And until then, arrivederci. See you next time.
Bring back Instamori.